Good day everyone. Today we have the 2024 Mazda CX-60. This is going to be a full in-depth review of the engine, interior, and exterior of the CX-60. Once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and start. Now with the key fob around the vehicle, you could lock and unlock the doors with just this door handle. First and foremost, it's currently locked. Just put your hand behind the handle and it will unlock. And to lock, just press this square button right here and it will lock the doors and the side mirrors folds down. Now on the interior, you have your leather inserts right here and your wood-like trim right on the top of the door sidings. You have your leather Alcantara finish and brown plastic materials here on the door speakers. You have pockets in here and your bottle holder. And on the seats, you have automatic seat controls, your seat position adjustment, height adjustment, and your recliner. You also have lumbar adjustment. There you go. Now, with the key fob inside the vehicle, you could start the accessories just like that. Mazda logo shows up on the display here. And once more for ignition. And to start the engine, just put your foot on the brake and push the button to start. Now before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. You have auto mode as well and the hazards. Now all windows are electrically powered and all windows are automatic up and down as well. The new Mazda CX-60 is finally here in the Philippines. The CX-60 is a mid-size crossover SUV that was first introduced in 2022. It is the mid-level SUV of the current Mazda lineup. On the exterior, the CX-60's front fascia still resembles that Kodo design from Mazda with a huge grille in the middle for the cooling of the engine. The headlights are well equipped and use automatic sensors to adjust headlight levels and also gives an ability to light the road like a fog light if needed. On the back, the LED taillights are very sleek and also features the glowing signal lights that the headlights have as well. The dual-tip exhaust on the bumpers aren't really actual exhaust tips. These are imitations that the designers probably included just to make it look sportier on the outside. I personally like the design, but it would be a lot better if it was real. On the side, the CX-60 pretty much looks like a large Mazda 3 hatchback, with the long hood for the space of the mighty 3.3 hybrid diesel engine and a slick curvaceous design from the back to the front of the vehicle. Through the years, we have seen Mazda's advancement in terms of car engineering, futuristic technology, and of course, the overall design cues of all Mazda lineups. And the CX-60 really shows how Mazda has come a long way. So, let's go and pop the hood, check out the engine. The Mazda CX-60 has the 3.3-liter inline 6-cylinder dual overhead cam turbo diesel engine which produces 254 horsepower at 3,750 RPM and 550 Nm of torque at 1,500 to 2,400 RPM. So expect a good acceleration on the low RPMs. Overtaking and sudden need of acceleration wouldn't be a problem. The diesel engine is also backed up by the integrated electronic motor, which produces around 16 horsepower and 153 newton meters of torque. It is mated with an 8-speed Sky-Active automatic transmission, top speed rating of 219 kilometers per hour, with a 0 to 100 kilometer acceleration time of 7.3 seconds. Fuel tank capacity is 58 liters. Now, on the inside, you're greeted with a 3-spoke steering wheel. This steering wheel is one of the best steering wheels that I have seen. The brown leather and the black wrap around, plus the silver accents right here, really match that very luxury feel. They really did a good job on executing this one. Now, the steering wheel could also be adjusted automatically, both telescopic and tilt. That's nice. Now, in here, you have your volume control for your radio, next and previous, your different source, phone call, decline call, and your info. Now, this info right here goes for the gauge cluster. Now, in here, you have your cruise control, your guidance lines, on the gauge cluster, this is all digital. You could control it with this one right here. So as you can see, you have different options in here. Your information, active sense status, and there you go. So this one, you have your tachometer right here, speedometer, and water temperature and fuel gauge on the right. This is all a digital gauge, so everything could be changed, just like this button right here. This one has an 8-speed automatic transmission, and once you go actually in drive, you already have your camera, just in case you need to park facing forward. So you have the 360 camera right here and the front camera, and once you put it in reverse, you have the rear backup camera there and your 360 camera still. You have options with the camera system with this knob right here. You could change some angles, which is nice. Now the Mi Drive, you could actually pick which one, which driving condition you are in. So you could have a sport mode, normal, and off-roading, which is nice. Cup holders in here, wireless charger right here, and your 12 volts power outlet. And here is the knob for the head unit. You have these controls right here for you to play with, and when we go to home button, you have different features. So first is you have a built-in navigation system, you have settings, communication with the phone, entertainment, and information. Let's try with information first. So you have fuel efficiency monitoring. There we go. So you could check the history of your driving. And all of this is controlled with this knob right here. Let's try the entertainment. And it's 101.1. And you have your volume knob right here. And right off the bat, the speakers sound so good. I'm telling you, I've reviewed so much already, and this is one of the best sounding speakers in the car. And I think one noticeable difference is this one is made by Bose. And it's a good thing that Mazda collaborated with Bose in terms of speakers. And this gives value to their clients. If you know what I mean, they really value each and every part of the vehicle. And Bose is one of the best manufacturers of speakers. And of course, now you get one of the best sounding car speakers inside. Maybe let's try one more music. Not a fan of the music, but you get the point. The speakers really sound nice. The clarity is there with the tweeter speakers, and you get that punchy, clear bass in the door speakers. Very nice. So let's go back. So you have communication right here. Again, you could connect your phone via Bluetooth, navigation, and here's the settings. So in vehicle displays, this one, you could configure the gauge cluster if you want to. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to get what the display is. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to get the display out of the direct scorching sun right here on the dashboard. But in here, you have a settings, or you have a configuration of the settings for the display or the gauge cluster. So let's try that. So active driving display, center display, and instrument cluster display. So you could increase the text size if you want to. As you can see here, the text could be adjusted, and a lot of these settings that you could play with. That's what you get when you have a full digital gauge cluster. So sound settings, listening experience. So in here you have vehicle notification and warning volume, audio settings. You could adjust the bass, the treble, listening position, fader balance. So it's complete. And the sound, safety settings, driver assistance system, safety alerts, collision avoidance, driver monitoring. So this one is built with a lot of safety features as well, and it would help you in driving. And you know, there's too much to mention with regards to the safety functions of the Mazda. So again, that's for the safety settings. And for the vehicle settings, you have the door in here. So hands-free liftgate, automatic door locks, and a bunch of settings in here. You could really personalize your preference in here with the Mazda CX-60. Exterior lighting, you could also adjust that one as well. So coming home light, yeah, it sets the length of delay before headlights turn off. So that really comes in handy when parking and in the night. Interior lighting, rain sensing wipers. Of course, the wipers are automatic. And there we go. Let's try checking in this last part, the driver personalization settings. So again, this one, you could adjust all the settings you have made with and save it into a profile. So for example, I adjusted the ambient lights, I adjusted the door locking, and I adjusted every single thing on the settings of the sound. You could save it into one profile. For example, that is driver 1, and you could add a new profile or a new driver and make his or her own preference with different settings. So I think that's a good move. You don't need to change every now and then your settings, as long as you saved it into your profile. There we go. So I think that's about it on the display right here. On the left side, you have your assist turned off right here, parking sensors, traction control, I-stop, and here's your driver memory or presets, and your tailgate opener. You have lock and unlock. In here, you have your Type-C ports right here for charging. And look at that finish inside. It feels really premium on the inside. Mazda has really come a long way with their designs on the interior. So let's go and check out the rear seats. Now on the back, first and foremost, you would notice that this door opens a 90-degree angle. So it gives you a more easy access on the rear seats. Now for the door sidings, you have the same design, that same premium Alcantara finish on the door sidings. Door speakers in here as well. Now on the back, legroom is quite nice, even if the seats are kind of reclined towards the back. Legroom is still not a problem. Headroom, on the other hand, is not a problem as well. It's not too tight in here, and yeah, it could really fit at least 2 big adults in here. But it still has that 3 headrests just in case you have 3 passengers on the back. And in here you have air conditioning vents and 2 Type-C USB chargers, which is nice. And in here you have your armrest with cup holder as well. LED light and coat hooks right over here. You have 1 on each side. Everything is black from the top to the sides to the bottom, and on the middle you have that very attracting brown color, and it really highlights the dashboard and how premium looking it is. Look at that interior. So let's go and check out the cargo area. See how wide that door opens up? So it's automatic, and you have a wide and deep space in here for your cargo space, or for your cargo or luggage. You have 12 volts power outlet in here as well, and LED ambient light right over there as well. And also you have your retractable tonneau cover, which could be put here on the top. You have your spare tire right over there. Now, if this cargo space isn't enough, you could always fold down the seats. Just like so. And you would have more space for your luggage. You could also fold the other seat and have the whole back as cargo space. So once again, thank you guys for watching the full tour review of the 2024 Mazda CX-60. I really like the interior. It's one of the best interiors that I have seen so far this year, and I really commend Mazda for doing this. The sounds of this vehicle is really nice. Everything is really nice, to be honest. And yeah, Congrats to Mazda for having this wonderful vehicle. And once again, thank you guys for watching this video. Please do subscribe, share, and like my videos. This is PatrickReyesTV signing out.